What is going on YouTube? For those of you guys who are new to the channel, my name is David Short. I am an Ifbb and NPC contest prep coach, as well as a national level men's physique competitor myself. So today I just picked up my own camera. I don't have Peter with me. I am just going to take you guys through a full day of eating when I'm on contest prep. I am currently about 12 to 15 weeks out, so I don't have a specific show date in mind, like I mentioned in the last video. But my calories have gone down a little bit, and I just wanted to go over what I'm currently eating throughout a day, as well as some random things I do throughout the day. So today is a Sunday. It is technically a rest day. I don't do too much on my rest days. I will be doing some client work, as well as I'm definitely going to go to the gym and do cardio, but I am not sure if I'm going to train yet. Yesterday I did go to the new Alpha Elite's gym, Alpha Land, and honestly it was so busy. I had a terrible workout. It just wasn't, you know, optimal for contest prep conditions. So that's why I'm kind of 50-50 on if I'm actually going to train today or not. Regardless, my diet is the same. The only difference that I have on a training day and a regular low carb day is I get a Rice Krispie treat on my training days, even if it is a low carb day. So that will be the only difference if I do or do not train. But I'm about to dive into meal one, do some client work, and then I'll show you guys what I eat for that meal. Okay, so if you guys have watched any of my other full days of eating, you guys will have seen that my meals are pretty much the same all year round. The only thing that really changes is going to be portion sizes. So I think since the last time I've done a full day of eating, my meal one has remained the exact same. The only addition has been 200 grams of grapes in the morning, which has honestly been one of my favorite additions. So I'm about to show you guys what that meal looks like, and just any kind of additions to the meals that makes it taste better, look better, etc. Okay, so here's meal one. Same as last time, we have 3 whole eggs. I do my eggs over hard because I don't like a runny yolk in the morning. It's just too much hassle. 4 ounces of just regular grilled chicken breast. We have 60 grams of regular oatmeal. I always throw a little bit of cinnamon, as well as this Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let's see if it'll focus. The cinnamon dust on it makes it way better. The 200 grams of grapes that I was talking about earlier, and then I have some water with some apple cider vinegar, as well as just some Crystal Light to make it taste better. And then the final addition on every single one of my meals that I kind of get lazy with in off season, but I make sure it's on point during prep, is I have just regular pink sea salt here, and I measure a 1/4 teaspoon out, and I just sprinkle that on top of my meal, and then I put some in my oats too, because I like my oats being a little bit salty. But that is meal one. And then if I go to the gym, I will show you guys my pre-workout meal and my meals after that. Okay, so I'm about to make meal number 2, and I realized I'm pretty much out of chicken, so I figured it'd be a good time to show you guys how I prepare my chicken for the week. So pretty much what I do is I get a big pack of chicken breast, and I usually just cut them in half because I put them on the grill. I cut them in half so they grill a little bit quicker, and they're just easier to, you know, put on the grill, eat, cook, marinate, the whole 9 yards. So pretty much what I do is once I cut them in half, I have 2 containers, and I kind of season one way and season one another way. I have Hannah on the camera because I'm a savage, and I just kind of throw the marinades on and the seasonings, and I combine them through hand. So I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and I'll show you guys what I put on each. So the first one I put on, this one here, is a spicy ranch kind of seasoning, and then I put garlic powder and pepper and onion powder on these. And then this next one is another marinade that I have. I think it's like a chipotle pepper marinade or something like that. And I put some chili powder, some paprika, some of this no salt added seasoning, a little bit of the Ifbb everything but the bagel with sriracha seasoning, and then a little bit of onion herb seasoning. So I go heavy on all my seasonings. I don't really cut them out later, you know, throughout prep until I absolutely have to. But even then, if the more variables I can keep consistent, the better I do. So I just keep it the same, and I'll show you guys how it looks on the grill. Okay, while I'm waiting for the grill to heat up too, I'm gonna make my third meal, which is cream of rice, which I think is in my very first day of eating. So cream of rice is a staple too. Sometimes I used to switch it out for rice cakes. but I'm back on the cream of rice, and not even the fancy one, not the Pride Foods, just the regular good old orange blocks of cream of rice. Also, the little things in prep make you happy. I got a brand new food scale yesterday, and it's so much cleaner, and it's like so much more accurate. So we gotta know that it's to the gram. So pretty much with my cream of rice, I get 50 grams of dry weight. So pretty much I just put a bowl on the scale, I get my cream of rice, and I just pour until I hit 50 grams. It's gonna take a minute, but. All right, so there's 50. And then pretty much what I do is I add, it's kind of the same as my oats. I add some cinnamon, I kind of mix that around. And then I have some sweet drops. I do a little squirt there. I kind of make like just like a zigzag. And that is that. And then the secret with cream of rice is you have to weigh out the water. With oats, I just kind of eyeball it. So I pretty much even out my, my scale again. And what you have to remember is you take your dry weight and you multiply it by 3. And that's your minimum amount of water. Depends on how you like it. I like it a little bit thicker. So I put in, 3 times 5 is 15, so it's about 150 grams of water. That's my minimum. I usually put in about 165 to 170. So I'll put that in, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So that's 168 grams of water. And then all we do is just throw this in the microwave for 2 minutes and you're done. Okay, so 2 minutes later, out of the microwave, cream of rice will look kind of like this. It's kind of soupy, has a little bit of texture to it. But what we want to do, let me roll that back out on the scale. I put 2 scoops of red corn protein in here. And for this one, usually I have clients doing an isolate protein. I'm using the MRE Light, which is technically not an isolate, but it kind of has nutrition similar to an isolate. I like it because it doesn't upset my stomach as much. It's a real protein. It's I think it's beef and chicken protein. Beef, pea, chicken, egg, and brown rice protein. So it's a protein blend, and I just find it's a little bit easier than just a bunch of whey, which is all milk products. So from there, once it's weighed out, you pretty much, I just kind of start stirring from the middle. And it may take a while at first, but you just have to keep on stirring, especially even if it gets hard in the middle. Just keep stirring, and eventually it should kind of take form and start blending. Just keep stirring. And it's going to feel like glue and concrete. But there you go. So that's kind of what it looks like there. Most people eat it like that. I don't like it like that. I don't like it hot. I prefer it cold. So that's why I'm making it now. I'm about to throw it in the fridge. And it's almost kind of like a pudding once you put it in the fridge for a while. So I let that sit for a while, and then with all of my cream of rice, I put some salt on it like my other meals, but then I also get 16 grams of almond or natural peanut butter. Today I'm going to do this chocolate almond butter, and you can kind of mix and match depending on your protein preference and things like that. Like this is a peanut butter cookie protein flavor, and then since the cream of rice is unflavored, you can kind of mix and match if you want like a chocolatey base or kind of something a little more like fruity, like a blueberry or like a strawberry if you have strawberry protein, stuff like that. So I want to keep it kind of sweeter, put the chocolate protein on there, put that in the fridge, and then we'll eat that as a pre-workout meal after we probably go do some errands, run to the mall, stuff like that. So I'll show you guys what the chicken looks like, what the finished product is on the chicken, show you guys that meal too, and then we're out. Okay, well hopefully the mic is working, But just finished grilling the chicken, so here it is. And the reason I had him pick up the camera is because I always feel like Jay Cutler cutting my scissors. I don't know if you guys ever saw like that clip. But whenever I was little, I watched like this YouTube video and it was like Jay Cutler prepping his meals and he's cutting it like this. So ever since then, I've done it that way. And just makes me feel like Jay Cutler every time I do it. But this meal is pretty simple. It's just a typical bodybuilding chicken and rice. So underneath all this, there's 250 grams of white jasmine rice. I'm cutting out 8 ounces of chicken, so my protein intake is a little bit higher on my low days. I usually have 8 ounces of protein with each meal. 7.5. And boom. Alright, so 8 ounces of chicken breast there. Like I said, there's 250 grams of jasmine rice underneath. And then in between, there are some onions, some bell peppers, and 50 grams of asparagus, which is actually in the plan. Last thing we need to add on there is, of course, going to be the pink sea salt. And then since my last full days of eating, I have completely jumped ship from Team Hot Sauce to Team Sriracha. So this kind of came to my life over the off season, and it will be a staple on prep. You probably saw my eggs earlier, but full Team Sriracha. So let me know if you're Team Sriracha or like Cholula, hot sauce, Tabasco, whatever it is. But I am very loyal to Sriracha. But that's meal 2. We're gonna eat that and then get started with the day a little bit, and then I will take you guys along with me on whatever we do. Oh, so good.
Where's my water?
Oh, sleepy. Ugh. Sleepy girl. You're muddy as hell. So just wrapped up our walk. I'm about to eat my next meal, which is gonna be 6 ounces of chicken, 1 ounce of almonds, sometimes I do cashews, and then we're gonna hit the mall, get some steps in, and I'll come back, eat that cream of rice, which is the pre-workout meal, and then go and work out. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, took a nap. But it's Sunday, so, you know, it is what it is. So didn't go to the mall. Instead, I just took a nap. We've just been chilling. So it's about 4 o'clock, I think. So pre-workout meal, it's going down. Cream of rice. I'm gonna show you guys how to weigh out peanut butter. So let me go grab it real quick. Can't even really remember where I put it, to be honest. But here it is. Okay. So a lot of people kind of like zero out their scale, put the cream of rice on top or whatever. So what I do, especially with like a real peanut butter or an almond butter, where it's like natural, and I'm trying to do this with one hand, it's a lot runnier, right? Like Jif is like hard. So natural peanut butter and almond butter has a lot more run to it, which is great for prepping because 16 grams somehow goes to be a lot farther, right? So since I mix it with the spoon on, there's already some on there, but now what you're gonna do, zero out your scale, put the unit on, we want ounces, or grams I should say. So, 0 grams. And then I just kind of stir a little bit here. You can see it says 21, 19, and as it kind of flows, it'll go. So from there, you just drizzle it on, which actually makes it a lot better for your dish. Get a lot easier to drizzle on, just looks better, right? So you can see 16 grams, super easy way to do it. And then, like all meals that I'm eating right now, 1/4 teaspoon of pink salt, and that'll be it. There is one more addition to the pre-workout meal. Ugh, loud noises. And that is a snack-sized Rice Krispie treat. So that is meal number 4. That'll be my pre-training meal. And then I have one more real meal tonight, which will be my beef meal, which is how I end off every day. And then the last meal after that is, you know, you'll see it, but it's a shake. It's not a huge meal, but it's something before I go to bed at night. Okay, just got home from the gym and got dinner made for me today, courtesy of this one over there. She's air frying some taco shells. I'm making like tacos with hers, but same thing as the last meal, except instead of chicken, it is now beef. So 8 ounces of beef, 250 grams of rice, and there's 100 grams of spinach in there. I try and limit myself to like 1 a day, but I got a 0 sugar soda there, rocking my Sunkiss today, but I kind of alternate between that and some other 0 calorie sodas. So gonna eat that and I have one more meal later, and then, you know, I got sriracha and the pink salt on this too. Last meal about to go down, looking like an alfalfa sprout, and I'm off colored. I don't know if you can tell, but Hannah is starting a little spray tan side hustle, and I was her test dummy for the first time today. But the last meal is very boring. It starts with 2 scoops of isolate protein, and I'm gonna show you all a hack real quick. So I hate drinking them out of a blender bottle, so Hannah grabbed one of these things from the store. It's for like it's like frothing your milk in the coffee or something, but I use it to blend my protein shakes. So here's how it works. Man, vlogging is so hard compared to just talking to the camera. Okay, so you can see protein powder is still up top. Whenever you shake, whenever you have like the, you know, the cup or whatever at the bottom, usually what happens is like there's still pieces that are in clumps and chunks, whatever, and it's kind of gross. So throw this guy in there. And I just blend that up for like 10-20 seconds. Boom, and it is so much better. Okay, but that is part 1 of that meal. The second part is gonna be over here. We have 1 plain toasted bagel. I already know I wanna get shit for putting it on my counter instead of a plate directly, but that's okay. So I get 2 scoops of protein, 1 bagel, and then I'm gonna grab some peanut butter. I get 16 more grams of peanut butter with the salt to end. So I didn't film myself actually eating all meals because I think that's weird, but that's what I eat in a day. That is a current low day. Pretty much it's not too far off of what I was eating on my bulk, but we're still pretty early into prep, so I'm sure that's gonna get lower pretty soon. So whenever the diet updates and changes, I will probably do another full day of eating, and I will update you guys on what the meal plan looks like then. But other than that, I should be back on track with Peter in the next coming week or 2. So be on the lookout for videos with that. If you guys made it through this video, I appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, do anything that engages with the video. That really does go a long way in helping the channel grow. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.